high-risk sewer repair in Gainesville, Virginia. We have a PVC main sanitary sewer line that exits the side of this house at about 4 feet deep as it exits, and then goes down to grade up to that orange flag. That orange flag is approximately 5 foot 5 inches deep. At that orange flag, the pipe makes a 90-degree drop for another 10 feet. So that puts us at about 15, not to exceed 16 feet deep, where the camera is not able to pass the point of the problem. It appears to be broken, for previous companies have tried to snake it and have been unsuccessful. With that being said, we have a tight area for excavation, an excavation that's pretty deep in grounds that are known to be somewhat unstable. With that being said, we have to bring in an excavator off the street, driving on the neighbor's side of the property, protecting the yard with track mats, bring it down all the way up to this area. Unfortunately, the excavator, being relatively big, would require these bushes to be removed, plus this one, out of the way in order to accommodate for the location of the excavator. For once he gets parked, he has to turn the machine over and face the excavation site. With that being said, before we start, we'd have to properly prepare the excavation job site, which means 1 tree, 2 tree, not to exceed 3 tree have to come out. 1 bush, 2 bush also has to go. Lay down plastic, lay down plastic. This fence would have to be plywooded over. The walls would have to be plywooded over, and that would properly prepare the excavation site for dirt management. With that being said, we start down by excavating down to approximately 4.5 to 5 feet deep until we expose the main sanitary sewer line as it exits the house. We expose a 90-degree drop, cut it and remove it, and then we continue digging straight down for another 10 feet until we find the point of the problem. Now mind you, because this excavation is approximately 16 feet deep, the width of the excavation at the top is going to be anywhere between 6 and 8 feet wide, with dirt being accommodated to the right and dirt being accommodated to the left, in order to try to distribute evenly the pressure off the walls. The excavation length is going to be anywhere between 6 and 8 feet long, and again the depth is going to be about 16 feet deep. Once we expose the pipe, we properly secure the job site with shore boxes, get down there and do a repair to the main sanitary sewer line. Scope the rest of the line up to the tap, which is another 5 feet ahead of the point of the problem. Guarantee that everything is okay, and then we get it inspected, backfilled, tamped, graded, and try to clean up the job site as best as possible. Once we are done, we will replant these bushes. However, their survival is not guaranteed. Also, a secondary point of concern is that even after track mats, there may be some minor sinking of the yard wherever the machine was standing, for it is an 11,000-pound machine. But that is the equipment necessary to get down to those depths. And unfortunately, not enough room to work on homeowners' property. We do need to be parked on neighbors' property. With that being said, we'll have to have a sit down with the neighbor and try to get some sort of agreement to get this project started and completed. This is a 2, not to exceed 3-day project. That's what we got.